Coming into the week, Mike Jeffries emphasized that this NCFC team was going to come out aggressive first half and said he felt like the goal was going to come at the start of the second. They had a bright spot in those opening 15 minutes, but he said their window closed and then Balogun caught them out in the 74th. He said it was just frustrating anytime the match ends where you have a penalty kick save. And Clay Dimmick, the fullbacks this afternoon. Aquafina is the official water of the Charlotte Independents. When the game heats up, cool down with Aquafina. Here's Perez. Switches the play for Anderson. And Ngaha first to it. The top attack in USL League One. It's night and day compared to the last 2 years to begin John Bradford's tenure. It was a side that finished last, each looking for Anderson, and it's just behind his boot. Now for Christian Liu Young, the right back here early. Here's Cervania. We mentioned last week, that ball behind Anderson recovers well and a good kick stop from the 29-year-old former Hartford Athletic man. www.us.select-sport.com for the latest sales, products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Well, I'm sure this match has gone more according to plan for John Bradford so far. But we saw how last time around these two
benchmarking. But what really sets Paycor apart is their focus.
Here's the Cameroonian Ngaha. Taps it through for Avion Flanagan. And the touch of past and present at our Military Appreciation Night, presented by AccuVision LASIK on Saturday, May 27th at 7 p.m. Tickets start as low as $12 and are available at charlotteindependence.com. We're hearing word that there's a sensational North Carolina contingent down from Cary. Just a 2-hour drive between the cities. Charlotte, a burgeoning soccer year. A lot of fans with decked out in the home kit for this season. Cervania venturing forward, and for most games unbeaten to start a season. That was Omaha a couple years ago. But they've dropped their last 2 contests, just 1 goal in their last 180 minutes of action. North Carolina looking to seesaw the momentum back in their favor. Perez finds Young. Young skipping down the near side, going to work in on Ngaha. And a 4th corner. And they've done it with their goal scoring. 19 goals. They've scored multiple goals in 5 of the last 6 contests. Ngaha, the left back. Right now playing in a more creative midfield role. Ngaha forced into the corner, and it's Rising FC. It's Phoenix Rising FC and Memphis 901 FC, Saturday, July 1st at 11 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Be a terrific match on national television. USL gaining more and more national exposure as soccer continues to grow in the States. Throw for Charlotte. They've had one major opportunity. Other than that, haven't really troubled Nick Holiday. Cleared only as far as Ibarra. And now Dane Kelly trickles through for Sis, and it finds the back of the net, but the flag. Fans, this week it was announced the new Division I Women's Super League, Professional Soccer League, the USL Super League, is coming to the Carolinas. Take part in helping us launch our team by Mbuyu. Gabriel Oberton has now missed the last 4 matches. He's currently on the substitutes bench. A very experienced player who's best known for his days at Man United and Newcastle. And here today, have been pretty solid at the back. Very few lapses here in the opening 45 minutes. For the final 5 minutes of this first half. Oleg Sanderson now has room for Cervania. It is important to note, Rafa Mensigin is available today. He's on the bench for the first time this season. It's always a luxury when you can bring off the league's leading goal scorer when the match opens up. He'll be fresh for the second half, and I have no doubt we'll see him at some point. Flynn for Blanco Flores. Grade. So there's your change. We'll see if the shape has any alterations. Was a 4-2-3-1 for Charlotte. Looking for Kelly early, and who in some cases are even double his age. Perez looks down the line, and here's Lou Young. He felt like they were playing well and ultimately got 3 points due to a 3-goal and 14-minute outburst in the second half. But he wants to see his defense shore things up a little better. Weather the pressure well, but not a lot going forward. McLaughlin picks up the loose change. Now for Anderson! And he opens the scoring for North Carolina. Element of sports and life in general. Now here comes Dan. May not be most pleased with what they've seen to begin the second. We're by no means second best in that first half. With 3 wins in their opening 4. Mike Jeffries, a terrific coach. When speaking to him about that Lexington game, he said he thought they were tired against Greenville, but it's not. They've been competitive in pretty much whatever league they've competed in. They are once again here, but North Carolina charging forward and pack.
Our annual Military Appreciation Night presented by AccuVision LASIK is coming up on Saturday.
And a large part of that success is due to the credit of Mike Jeffries, who's been with the club since its inception, with the exception of
500 fans get a come on you Jack
Perez, the Frenchman.
Tickets for the match are on sale now at charlotteindependent.com.
And Mbuyu, I believe they'll get him for the contact with the feet. Very minimal upper body contact. Either way. Center back pairings all year have fluctuated for North Carolina FC. Probably part of the reason why the defense hasn't quite been as sound as they have been. Brad Dunwell in place of Flanagan. That was definitely intended for a more possession-based approach. Dunwell, a deep-line playmaker who's accurate with his passing, whereas Flanagan was playing out of his natural. Right in the thick of the build-up that led to the equalizer. Hearing word now, NCF. Cervania. And now he's tugged down. Legion Memorial Stadium. And it seems both sides are pushing for a winner here in the Dogwood Derby. Currently at the identity. Here's Omar, 23 goals in his Florida Gulf Coast career. Also some USL Championship experience with the Charleston Battery. Here's Mensah again. Twisting through traffic. And some space for the most recent scorer, Corey Bennett. Very attack-minded approach. Adams up top, Pop and Rafa Mensah again in behind alongside Arriaga. And Summersall in that other way. The Canadian. Whalen
Congratulations!
Was an unused substitute last Saturday, tasked with helping Charlotte lock things down at home. And a giveaway by North Carolina. Corey Bennett's got one already. Now Oberton settle into a 5-back when they're without the ball.
Oaklaw Distilling Company is number 90.
Oberton. The substitute. And cleared only as far as the fullback for North Carolina. Time for one final chance for North Carolina FC. Shaq Adams shrugged off it by Ngaha. And down